This review has been brought to you in part by Main Irish Airsoft. Hey, welcome back to Oddie's Airsoft. Today we are looking at the Umarex licensed Elite Force PDW. Now this is a close quarter battling gun, a CQB or CQC, whichever way you want to call it. And it is a gas blowback. Now this is a savage piece. I love gas blowbacks purely because they are just a lot more realistic. You get the kick off them, you get the noise off them, you get the every part moving because it has to, that you need it to, and it just, yeah, I mean, they're sexy. So what do we have here? This is a GHK made gun. Now, according to Chris, and you'll see him at the end of the video because he's actually here playing today in Red Barn while I'm filming this, so I've grabbed him. This is a very well made piece. It's a solid piece, it's full metal, and it has some very distinct features, which we're going to get into in a second. Has the typical folding handle, which makes it, or should I say folding stock, which makes it, you know, nice for when you have to get really up close and personal. Comes with a 40 round mag. The mag is green gas, and you'll hear them all, they're all playing today, so it's going to get a bit lively in a second. The mag, as I said, is green gas, and according to Chris, you're probably going to get around 2 fills of BBs per fill of green gas. When you initially fill it with green gas, now remembering that in Ireland we're a 1 joule jurisdiction, that's 328 FPS, this will run a little bit hot when you fill it initially. So you're going to fill it and it'll probably shoot around a 335 to 340 mark. 2 or 3 BBs in, it drops down below the 328, and then, so if you are going to go to a site and have this chronoed, we would advise that you fill up with green gas, put your BBs in, run through a few out the mag, and then have it chronoed. It's not cheating, it's just making sure that this is going to run safe in game. Now, as I said, Elite Force are making some really good gear available to the airsofter at a reasonable price. This is running at below 200 euros. It's 199 euros, and you get a whole lot of gun for you know, this type of piece. Now, originally when these came into MIA, there were 7 units brought in, 7 guns. Within a week, they've all sold out. This is the very last of them, and I have it. As soon as I finish the review, it's going back into store for sale, and it's going to be snapped up. So let's have a look at the externals, and we'll talk about the rest of it after that then. So externally, let's have a quick look. Externally, we have a very different looking flash hider, very unique, very unusual. Has that dimpled outer barrel here, which is, let's face it, it makes it look a little bit different, very interesting. It has plenty of real estate here on the front RIS rail for lights, lasers, tricking it out with little bits and pieces. And let's face it, this is a CQB or CQC piece, so that's what you're going to do. Flip up sights. Not really sure if I'd use them because I'd probably be going for, you know, a quick acquisition sight. And then, as I said, it comes back down here to, I mean, the body of it is very, very nice, very well made, all metal, as I said. Has the folding stock with this little sort of knob here, which allows it hook in, and that allows you get really small and tiny with the piece if you're going around corners. Obviously, the stock is not adjustable, but it fits very nicely in and makes this a real small, compact piece. Has that very funny feeling magazine finish, which is that phosphate finish that they use to stop them scratching up too much. On semi, it's nice and crisp, but it's full autos where you're going to really enjoy and have all the fun on this particular piece. But you know, it's just sexy, isn't it? And let's face it, that's the whole point about these. They just are more fun to play with, you know. So, we have Chris here today. This is Chris from MIA. He's the gun tech there. If it's
broke, I'll fix it.
Yeah, there you go. With a hammer and
a voice clip.
Yeah, no better man. But look, anyway, Chris is one of the most knowledgeable people on airsoft gear that I know. And so we're looking at, as I said, the Umarex Elite Force PDW. Now this is a gas blowback. Chris says it's OEM'd by GHK, and GHK they're one of these Far Eastern companies. We're not really sure whether it's
Not really
Taiwan
sure.
or
Taiwan
whatever,
or
but
Hong
they
Kong or-
really do make these very well. And you've got to remember this is retailing at 199.
Yeah.
So what do you think of them? Internally, externally?
Externally, it's actually quite a nice little finish on it. It's not bad. You see some of them that are sort of two-tone, different colours, but this one seems to match. Everything fits perfectly. No wobbles, no rattles, no bangs, and internals are actually fine. There's absolutely no problem with them. I had this in jigsaw form there the other night and completely stripped it down, had a look at everything. And it all looks decent enough quality, fair quality.
Now here's a question.
Yep.
So when you are putting in a mag, you have to
put the bolt back and hold it open with your bolt catch, and then push the charge handle forward again. What you call is already around in that, but when you get it in, release your thing and away you go. That's it. It will lock back when it's empty.
So
Bolt back, bolt catch down.
bolt catch down.
Yeah.
Let
Charge
go.
handle forward. Charge handle back in.
Mag in.
Yeah. And then I always pull the mag down a little bit just to make sure to see it properly.
Right. And then
release your bolt catch, and away you go.
and then it's just a case of
Pop, pop, pop. Cracking little gun.
now. This gun actually has no hop-up unit in it.
No.
It's a fixed hop
It's
unit.
a fixed hop, and it's set for about 20, so you'll get about 30 metres out of it before it starts to dip off.
So it's set for 0.2 BBs,
0.2s, yeah.
and its range is about 30-40 metres, give or take,
it's
which
grand
is
for
a CQB
gun.
range, you know.
Well, here, what's that, 15 metres, 20 metres?
Yeah.
So it's well set for that, and it's designed for this size.
Yeah.
tournament type thing.
I mean, range is perfect on it, you know, for this type of piece. Any negatives?
Not so far. I'm going to use it today, see how we get on. I've been testing it all week at home, and I've been getting around 2 lots of BBs for 1 fill of gas, so that's not actually bad for the gas blowback.
How many rounds per mag?
Holds 40 rounds of mag.
40 rounds per mag. This really is a specialised piece, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. You need 6 mags or so going out with it for a decent bit of fun. But
And how much is it for each mag? Around the €50 mark, give or take? Because that's usually the ballpark
40
figure.
to 50, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Umarex didn't have them at the time that we got the guns in, but I think they're going to be on the next order. So hopefully we'll have mags in. But sure, you can pick them up online.
Yeah. Look, Chris, I'm going to let you get back into gaming.
No bother.
So thanks very much for that.
No sweat. Thank you.
All in all, absolutely, in my opinion, a stunning piece, both aesthetically and functionally. It's a great piece. Sub €200, I don't think you can go wrong for that. So hopefully they're going to have a lot more of these in stock over the next while in Main Irish Airsoft. Check them out, www.mainirishAirsoft.com. That's where we got this from. And thanks to them for lending us this piece for a review. That's the Elite Force PDW, OEM'd by GHK, who make absolutely really high quality, well-made GBBs. So this has been Oddie's Airsoft, and we'll see you very shortly in the next video.